Hi Gautam
Okay,
Anna.
we'll start now.
ನಾವು
See,
ಮುಗ್ಗರమే
in
ಅಣ್ಣ.
last class, what we have done. So let me show you. So I'll give you one overview. So in 8.5, so first we have installed IAM. So then we have installed WebSphere application server. So this we have done it, right? So this IAM first we have installed. Okay, with the help of this IAM in yesterday's class or day before class, we have installed WebSphere application server. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to access my VMware where my software, where my Linux box has been installed. So today what we are going to learn, we will learn how to create profile by using command line. By using command, we will see how we can create a profile. Okay, in maybe in 7.0, we know how to create a profile using GUI mode, right? So now what we are going to learn, we are going to learn on command line how we can create it. So I'm connecting through putty. See where I have installed my WebSphere. I have installed my WebSphere on OPT. So on OPT, I have created a folder or a directory called IBM. If I go inside IBM directory, I can see two folders were created. One is IM shared and one is WebSphere. So this IM shared directory will be created when you install your WebSphere with the help of IMCL commands. Okay, so we will not do anything in this IM share directory. We will only use this WebSphere folder. Go inside WebSphere folder. Okay, I am going to the path. I'm going to VAS root path. I'm going to VAS root path. So in this path, you have a script called manage profiles.sh. So there is a script. There is a script called manage profiles.sh. With the help of this script, with the help of this script, we are going to create new profiles. Okay, with the help of this, we are going to create profiles. So this command, this script name itself will indicate manage profiles. That means you are going to manage your profile by using this script. Okay, so by calling this script, and we are going to add some arguments to this script to create your profile. What profile we are going to create now? You can create your application server profile, or you can create your custom profile, or you can create DMGR profile, or you can create cell profile. Based upon your requirement, you can create the profile. So we'll see how we can create the profile. You can run the script. It will give you some exception, and it will ask you, it will give some help. Okay, so no worry, it didn't give some instructions. So it is saying this manage profile requires an argument. So we need to give the argument. So I'm calling this, I'm calling this Okay, manage profile script, and I'm giving an argument called create. I'm going to create a profile, so that's why I'm giving an argument called create. So now I'm creating a profile, right? For that profile, I need to specify some name, correct? So for that reason, I'm going to specify one more argument called profile name. Profile name. So profile all will be in small letters and N in the name, N only in caps. So I'm going to create app server profile. So that's why I'm giving app server 01 as a profile name. Okay. And next I'm going to give profile path. Okay. So I'm going to specify the profile path. That means where I need to create this profile. What I'll do, I'll take on duplicate session. I'll take on duplicate session. That means duplicate session to the same server. Go. I'll copy this path. So I'm going to create a profile under this path. Under this path, under VAS root, I'm going to create a folder called profiles. Inside that, I'm going to create my application profile. You need to give the absolute path. Absolute path.
Gautam,
Till
your
this
voice is
one, till
breaking,
this
Gautam.
VAS root path. Okay, 1 second. Is it clear now?
Yes, but after some time it will break. Okay, let's see. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Is it fine right now? At least better. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm repeating again. So I'm calling manage profile script to create a profile. So here I'm using few arguments. So my requirement is to create a profile. So that's why I'm using create argument. After that, I'm using one more argument called profile name, where I am specifying my profile name implicitly. So after that, I'm going to specify the profile path. That means where my profile has to be created. So that path, that is called absolute path. Absolute path I'm specifying till this app server. We are calling it as a VAS root, right? So after that, I don't have a directory called profiles. Now, when I run this command, this profiles directory will create. Inside the profiles directory, you can see app server 01 directory will create. Inside this directory, you can see all the binaries, all the XML files, all the config files will be created as part of this profile creation. Okay. So after that, the next argument I'm going to create is template path. Template path. So I'm going back to the other terminal where I have took the duplicate session of the same server. So here you can see you have a directory called template, like a profile template. So where it is available under VAS root profiles template directory. If you can go here, you can see you can see the templates. If you select still, if you specify the path, absolute path till cell under the argument called template path, what it will do, it will create cell template, cell profile. If you select DMGR, you have to specify the path template path of your DMGR. So based upon your requirement, you have to select the template. Based upon the template, your profile will get created. So now my requirement is to create application server profile. So that's why I need to select the template as default. If I select default template, it will create application server profile. So I need to give here absolute path. So from OPT to profiles template, I need to specify. After that, I need to provide the template which I need to create, which I need to select. So you can see I have selected till default. Okay.
Gautam,
After that,
sorry to interrupt,
yes, yes.
Gautam. What
Go
is
ahead,
the
go ahead.
path template means? Here we have created, for example, profile name is app server 01 we have
Yes,
given, and the
yes,
path where the folder is being created, right? It's
yes,
like
yes,
profile and app server. Okay, what is the
yes.
meaning of template path? Means like,
See, template path will define which profile you need to create. Okay. See, this
okay.
name I can give anything. The profile name I can give
Mhm.
Gautam. I can give your name. Who whatever is based upon your requirement, you can create your profile name as your own. But but we have certain profiles in the web sphere, correct? So which profile you need to create, this template path will define you. If you want to
Got it.
create application server, you have to select default. If you want to create DMGR, you have to select DMGR template path template. So base see inside, if you can go inside, you can go, you can see the XML files, or you can see some directories. So this will define you to create application server profile in the back end. Okay. So now if you run this query, if you run this query, your profile will get created. That means which profile, your application server profile will get created. And when it creates, when it creates your profile, it will assign your cell name, node name, and your host name by its own. Okay, cell name, it will be assigned some name, node name, it will be auto assigned, and your host name also gets auto assigned. If you don't want to be auto assigned, or you want to specify your host name, or you want to specify your cell name, or you want to specify your host name or cell name or node name, you can give as your own. For that purpose, if you want to specify your cell name, you can use the argument called cell name. You can give my cell. And if you want to specify your node name, you can give my node 1. And if you want to give specify your host name, you can give my host. Okay, okay. Run this command. If you don't want to, if you don't want to specify your host name, cell name, node name, you can remove it. Even if you remove also, it will work. It's up to you. Okay. Now I am running this command. We'll see.
Gautam, without cell name and node name, it will automatically take his name, right? Like default names, right?
Yes, yes. It will take its default name. Wait, I got an exception. See, I haven't mentioned hyphen here for the cell. So I have recorrected. In my earlier command, I haven't used hyphen in the prefix of an create argument. So now in the prefix, I have added hyphen. So so now if I can see in the other terminal, the new directory called profiles, as I specified here, has been created. So you can see the timestamp with today's date. So this has been updated. This has been created. And see here, see here, I got inst conf success. That means profile app server 01 now exists. And it is asking to consult this log file. So let me cat this log file. Cat means open. See, when I open this file, the content follows like this. So it is specifying that what kind of profile it is. It is an application server profile, and it is showing the location and the spaces, how much disk space it took, 200 MB, and the profile name I can see the node name, I can see the host name. See, node name I mentioned my node one, and host name I mentioned my host. So you can see it got took as per my command which I have insisted to create, and you can see the ports here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to I'm going to create one more profile. I'll give this command to you guys. Okay, so uh, so what my second requirement is, I'll create one more profile. Now I have created application server profile, right? Now what I'll do, I'll create DMGR profile now. So after that, I'll do the federation, and we'll try to access the DMGR console, and we will see the versions. After that we will see how we can apply a fix pack. Okay, that we will see. Slowly we'll cover one topic. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more profile called DMGR profile. For that purpose, I'm going to change the query command. See, I'm using the same manage profile script. I'm using argument create only. For the profile name, I'm going to change the profile name. I'm mentioning as DMGR01, and profile path. In that profile path, I'm going to change the last. I'm going to change replace with the DMGR profile name, and in the template path I'm going to replace the template to DMGR. Before it was default, now I have replaced it with DMGR, and the cell name I am going to replace with my DMGR cell, and node name my DMGR node 1, and host name it will be my host only. So I'll run this command. Okay, so we'll see it will create DMGR profile. I'll go to the other terminal and I'll go to the profiles directory. I'll see now DMGR folder has been created. That means in the backend the query is working perfectly fine, and it is creating the DMGR profile. Let us wait till it completes the creation. So now the DMGR profile has been created. So I got a success message, INST count success, I can see. So and I got the file here. So file has been created about this profile .txt file. Let me cat this file. See, if you can see here, the application server environment to create, that means it is showing as managed. That means DMGR profile has been created. You can see the values, you can see the names here as per the command which we have given. So so the so the so the names has been taken as per the command. Okay, now you can see the soap control port number is 8879. So which is used to federate between application server profile and the custom profile. So what I'm going to do now, so what I have done as of now, I have installed IAM. So with the help of the IAM, I have installed WebSphere application server, and in that, by using a command line, so I have created application server profile and the DMGR profile. So now I'm going to do the federation. It's the same process. See, whatever we have learned earlier, the same command and the same process we are going to do in Linux box. That's it. So to do the federation, you have open the command prompt and you have run the command called add node.sh, add node.bat. Here also you have to use the same command called add node.sh. In Windows it will be bat, and in Linux it is a .sh file. Okay, for that purpose, I'm going to start my DMGR first. For that, I'm going to the folder cd profiles. Sorry, cd profiles. So I'm going inside DMGR bin pwd. I'm under DMGR bin. So here I'm starting my DMGR by using a command called /start manager.sh. Okay, so this will start my DMGR. Once my DMGR is up and running, we will do the federation. We'll do the federation. So I got an exception. So server is not getting up. So we'll see what could be the problem. What there could be a problem with the permissions. What I am going to do now, I am going to give 755 permissions to entire my WebSphere directory. So chmod hyphen rf 755. So WebSphere. So and I'm going to assign the proper groups also, count
Gautam,
by
what is the
using
meaning of that? 755?
so 755. I'm going to give the permissions. So 7 means I'm going to give read, write, execute permissions to the owner, and next 5 indicates read and execute, and next 5 indicates read and execute. The first 7 is owner, second one is group, third one is others. This I have already explained maybe in 2 days before class.
As
So
it is.
I'm not sure whether you have joined or not on that class. If not, you can go through that concept. So permissions concept I have given, I have to entire almost 30 minutes class. Okay, in Windows, how you will have the permissions for the user base, user level permissions, group level permissions, other group level permissions. In the same way, in Linux also having group user base permissions, base permissions, and other group members base permission. So when I have logged in with root user, right? Root user is a super admin. Okay, and there is one more user called Gautam. Gautam doesn't have all the privileges access to write in some directories. So to get that permissions, you have to give the permissions. Okay, you can go through that class. You will get your all doubts will get clarified. I'm assigning the permissions. Okay, so now it's not required. So we'll see. Now I'll again try to start it. We'll see. I'm tiling the logs here. We'll see. We'll see. So if you want to read the logs, if you want to read the real-time logs, you have to use a command called tile hyphen. If you want to display 100 lines, you can use 100 lines last. And if you use a keyword F, it will show you the real-time logs. So whatever gets updated to the log also it will show here. Okay, in the Windows when you open .txt file, so whatever the content available it will display. If anything gets written into the log, it will ask you to reload, correct? The same way in Windows, in Linux box, if you use the command tile hyphen F, it will display whatever the writing into that logs. It is still facing some problem. Let me start my application server profile and we'll see whether it will get started or not. I'm starting the server. I'm starting the profile called application server profile. I'm starting the server one. We'll see. Okay. See my application server. So first we have created application server profile, right? So that profile I'm starting the server. So as I mentioned, when you create application server profile, you will get default server, right? Called server one. So I have started it. So I have started it. I got the process ID. That means my service or my server one has been started successfully. Okay. So this is started successfully and the process ID has been assigned to that process. Process ID is 11618. And in Windows, if you start it, okay, what are the process we're running, you can see under task manager, correct? The task manager, you can go and see the Java process. If the Java process is running, that means these many servers were running. As I mentioned, for each and every service when you are running on top of WebSphere, it will be assigned with some process ID, and that process ID will show in the task manager as a Java process. In the same way, if you want to see in the Linux box, you have to use a command called ps space hyphen eaf pipe grep java. If you use this command, you will get you will get the output. In that output, you can see which service is running. So so here you can see that service is running with the user called root. So that means with the root user, the service is running. The next one, you can see the process ID. You can see the process ID is 11618. If you can see the process ID here also 11618. So that means this 11618 process belongs to this server one. And you can see in the down in the last, you can copy and paste this one. Maybe it will looks good if you copy and paste in Notepad plus plus. Okay, so the first it will be root. That means this service is running with the user called root. The second one is a process ID. Okay, and you can see the date and you can see the timestamp when the service has been started. And in the last you can see the server name. The server name called server one. So that means this PID, this process ID belongs to this server. Okay, so when you start your server, you can see the process ID. If you want to see how many process IDs or how many servers were running, you have to use this command. This is the most important command. Every day you will use this one. Whenever you log into your Linux box, if you want to know what are all the services were running, you can use this service, this one. If you know the server name, you can change it here and you can give the server name. Okay, see, if I give the server name, also you got the same output. So if you know the server name, you can give the server name. If you don't know the server name, give the Java name. It will display all the Java process. Okay, and in this command, grep grep is nothing but search command. After pipe, if you give grep command, that means that word it will filter or it will search. Okay, in two ways you can get it. You can search with Java process, or if you know the service or the other server name, you can find with that service. Okay, so now what I'm doing now, I'm trying to stop it. I'm trying to stop my JVM. Okay, stop, right? Stop server.bat or stop server.sh. I'm stopping my server called server1. We'll see the difference when I stop my server1. So we'll see what output we will get it when we run this command. When we run this command. Okay, so now my server has been stopped. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the ps command. See, when I run the ps command, I got this value only. I didn't get the process. I didn't get the service here. I didn't get the process ID here. So that means if I got like this, that means no service, no service were running on this server. So I have stopped it, right? Now I use this command. Now I didn't get any service here. So that means nothing were running. Nothing, no Java process is running. Okay. So again, I'm starting it. Again, I'm starting. See, in Windows, if I want to kill this process, if I want to kill this process, I'll go to right click and I'll click on end task, right? So that means it will close. Otherwise, I can use here also. There is another option. I have to select which one I need to kill. So so now you can see. So it is getting stopped. It is getting disappear. That means this process were getting killed. Forceful kill. This is nothing but forcefully we are killing it. So when you run this command stop server.sh, this will be gracefully shutting down. That means without any impact to the running services on that servers, you are stopping your JVM. If you do this one, this is called it this type of command or this type of process, we will call it as a graceful commands. Okay, so when we kill it, when we end the task, that we are calling it as an forceful. In Windows, can how you can do the forceful stop of the JVM. So for that purpose you have to first get the service or PID for which server for which service you are going to stop forcefully. First you have to get the process ID. To get the process ID, you can run a command called ps-eif pipegrip java. So I got this output, and this service belongs to server 1 JVM. So the first one indicates the PID process ID 12192. So what I'll do, I'll copy this one. I'll use a command called kill-9, kill space hyphen 9. I'll give the process ID. When I
Gautam,
run
if you
this
are
one,
typing, Gautam, if you are typing anything, it's like it is freezed. Yeah, now it is
okay,
visible.
now visible, right? See what
Yes.
I'm doing now. See, see. I have started the server 1 JVM, correct? So once I started, one process ID is created. That process ID is 12192, correct? So after that, what I have done, so I have used a ps-ea pipegrid Java command to display what are all the services running on that server. I got only one service. I got only one service were running that belongs to the server called server 1. Now what I decided to kill that process, or to forcibly kill that process or forcibly stop that process. In Windows, we have what we are doing. We'll go to the task manager. We'll select that process and we'll do the end task. Right? It will kill it. So here I'll use a command called kill space -9, and I'll give the process ID which I need to forcefully kill that process. If I use this command kill -9, the PID, it will forcefully kill. Now you can see
Gautam, what is the meaning of -9? And what is the difference between kill and stop?
kill is forcefully shutting it down. It will kill it. Okay, it will kill that process. Okay, so what I can say, it will not do any graceful. It will stop it, or it will end the process. See, whatever your JVM is doing it, that will get destroyed. Okay, that process itself will go down. This will call it as a forcefully shutting down. If you do forcefully, if your server is doing some task in between also, or in the middle also, it will not wait till completes, or it will not wait till it roll back. It will kill that process. It will be remain the same. The half work which has been done, that will be remain there itself. So this type of things is not recommended in the real time environment. When we have when our server went to unresponsive state, or we don't have other choice rather than killing the service, in that case only we will kill it. Otherwise we will run the command called stop server.bat, or stop server. Then only then only we will wait until the server gets down, and then we will start it. I'll explain you the scenario also. So
And
so
what is the meaning of -9? That is kill -9.
that is a command, that is a Linux
Okay.
exactly. In deep dive also, we no need to think. See, we will use two things in kill -3 will be one purpose, kill-9 will be one purpose. Okay, so even I am not sure. I am friendly saying why, because so, as we are a admins, we are not Linux administrators, we are a WebSphere administrators. Whatever required to get our tasks done, that is enough. Okay, so this question maybe I can answer tomorrow, post googling from my end. Okay,
Yeah.
so moving on, see, I'll give some scenario. In which scenario we will use this kill command. See, for example, see, my JVM is running. So unknowingly or knowingly, my developer has done some mistake in their code, for example. So that code has been deployed into production. So after deploying to the production, so we will do the testing in UAT. So but in UAT we couldn't get that issue. When we move to production, in the production we will have the larger scale of users who can connect to the production, who can use the production setup, but not in UAT, correct? So due to that reason we couldn't get that issue in UAT, but in production, so when we moved that fix, my my servers were getting overloaded and going to unresponsive state, because of the code issue. Code has not designed properly, code having some bug. In that case my JVMs were going overloaded, and JVMs were going to unresponsive state. Simply saying, it is going to coma. That's it. In that case, If you run stop servers command, what will happen to get this stop, get this stop? It's a graceful stop, right? It's a graceful stop means whatever the work or whatever the task that server is doing, that server has to roll back that process, or that server has to assign that job to other cluster member. Okay, so why you're stopping it gracefully? That means there should not be any issue to the ongoing job which that server is doing. So that's why that server is trying to roll back, that sending back that work, or it is sending that work to other cluster member. It depends upon the code logic. Okay, so what will happen if it is not able to do that job? Why? Because the server now it's in unresponsive state. How it can do the rollback? How it can assign that task to other cluster member? In such cases, if you run a stop command also, even if you wait for 30 minutes also, it will not come down. The server will not come down. In that scenarios, you will not have you will not have any option other than force shutdown. Other than force shutdown. On that At that point of time, you will use kill hyphen 9, and you will give the process ID to kill that process. You will kill that process means fat it will, within a second when you run that command, it will kill it. It will not think about the ongoing job. It will kill that process. In a second, it will kill that process. Then you can start it. Then you can start the server. But the task or ongoing work which is being performed by that JVM will have the impact. That is the difference. Hope you guys understood. This we will see what kind of issues we will get it. So almost all in two scenarios, these kind of issues will come. One is out of memory scenario, and other one is hung thread scenario. On that scenarios, if you face such issue as a middleware administrator, what we are going to do, that we will cover when we cover the concept called thread dumps and heap dumps. Okay. So one more thing, the DMGR is not coming up, that I'll see now. I'll see maybe after this class. In tomorrow class, I'll see we'll start the DMGR and we'll federate it. So once that concept has been covered, then we will install IHS and we'll install plugin. Okay. Hope you have understood today's class. Any doubts? Let me know, guys.
No, Gautam, nothing from my end.
Great. Okay, then hopefully we'll connect tomorrow. Okay,
Sure.
so try to bear with me. Maybe from tomorrow or maybe from Monday I'll be back to Bangalore, and I'll give my full availability. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Sel.
Gautam, can you
Thanks,
please
Sofa. Thank.
upload this video to that link?
I'll do it today itself. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Anna, tomorrow on the class.